Grand Risings. So, per usual, I'm not coming with any specific message. I know that I know that Mercury retrograde has started. So, the energy been kind of really intense. It's been some weird ass energy also. But I figured I'd come on here and shuffle, see what comes out. I'm just setting the intention for clarity, guidance, and discernment. So today I'm going to start with divine abundance, because I feel like that's what this new cycle is bringing in for us, for those of us who've been doing the work at least. As much work as I've been put in these last 10 years, I'm excited to see what 2024, which is an 8-year, brings in for me. I don't think I'm gonna make this one real long today though. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? First card out, detachment. It says, with detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. This, to me, speaks directly of abundance, because one thing that I've been learning lately is abundance means having the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. I used to have this grand, exaggerated version of what abundance really meant, and once I kind of detached from that perspective, detached from constantly wanting or feeling like I needed more and more and more, and just was starting to be grateful for what I had in the present moment, like right here, right now, I felt like I became even more abundant. I started to see the abundance that was already surrounding me, that I felt like I was still needing to go get, but it was already surrounding me, if that makes sense. It leaves you in a state of like, basically everything you do makes you feel abundant. Going to get groceries make you feel abundant. Going to get gas make you feel abundant. Charging your phone make you feel abundant. When you in that state of mind of already having what you need and not feeling like you on a constant chase to go get more and more and more, everything, literally every single thing you do makes you feel abundant. I feel like that there's a difference between, or there needs to be discernment between setting intention and having expectations. Because when you have expectations, you expect for whatever it is you're manifesting to come in, and you expect to come in a certain type of way, look a certain way, feel a certain way. And if it don't match up to those humanly expectations, then you feel like that it's not it. When you set the intention and you detach from how it comes in, and how it may look or how it may feel, then it can be brought to you in a number of different ways. You're not putting limitations on it. So for some of you, you could be like currently having a manifestation kind of merging into your reality. But again, because it's not looking like how you expected it or feeling like how you expected it, then you may be constantly questioning or kind of going back and forth or sabotaging, whether consciously or subconsciously. What else? Too many cards. What else? I feel like Mercury retrograde also gives you a chance to kind of step back and reevaluate what it is that you've manifested. It's a chance for you to kind of, let's see, like, if there was any miscommunication or if you didn't manifest with enough clarity, this is the time now for you to kind of go back to the drawing board. Intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. Moment to moment what's needed. And you got expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. And that's basically what I'm saying. Your ego is going to tell you that it needs to look like this, feel like that, it needs to come in exactly through A, B, and C. But see, this is more so, this process is going to be more so emotional, which is why I feel like the intuition card came out, because you're going to have to use your inner gut, your heart, your feelings, your emotions in order to gauge this situation, in order to gauge if this is for you, in order to use your discernment to say, okay, this is what I manifested, even though A, B, C. I feel like this is also about expanding your perspective. This is like letting go of what you feel like things should be so that spirit can show you how big things should be. It's kind of like that video on social media where the person was at the baseball game and the team mascot gave them like this little small teddy bear and they was happy with that. But then they came and took that one and gave them a bigger one and they was happy with that. And then they came and took that one and gave them an even bigger one and they was happy with that, and so on and so forth. This is giving me that type of energy. So at the bottom you got energetic clearing. During crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. Fear and attachments. That makes me feel like this detachment card, this could be coming from a place of codependency. You may feel like you need to kind of control the situation instead of surrendering to it. I'm gonna leave those out, but I'm I think I'm gonna pull one more. Let me pull one more. One more card. One more card. Can't make it up. Can't make this shit up. Surrender. It says, sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. Again, you can set your intention, because that's what you should be doing. Setting your intention, but again, detaching from how it comes in. And I'm keeping it general instead of specific, because that can be applied to anything. Relationships, at this point, we should all know to take it how it applies to you, whether this is a relationship, a job, family, whatever it is that you're manifesting. But at the end of the day, if nothing else, take it as a sign or a message that your manifestation is either trying to come in or has come in. And that's exciting. I think this is going to take a lot of patience. It's going to take a lot of patience, a lot of understanding on your end, on everybody's end, but whoever is watching is on your end specifically. It's kind of like letting spirit know where you want to go, and then letting them open up the road for you. Letting them know what your destination is, and being open to how the means that they get you there. For example, you may say, let's just use traveling as an experience. Okay, I'm trying to get to, let's just say Chicago, off the top of my head. In your head, it may be a straight shot. I'm going to just hop on this, let's say, bus, take a 5-hour train ride, or it's 5 hours from where I'm at, and be there. But they may feel like, okay, no, you're going to take a car ride, you're going to take a bus, a train, a scooter, and you may be feeling like this is not the right direction. Like, it should be a straight shot. But there may be things that they need you to see along the way. It may be people for you to meet along the way. It may be things that you need to learn along the way. As long as it's still the same end goal. And then even that could be playing a part into it too. You may, again, because I just said that about the Mercury retrograde, you may learn along the way that that's not even where you end up wanting to be or wanting to go. Like, I thought I wanted to go to Chicago, but maybe I don't. I thought I wanted this job, but maybe I don't. I said I'm gonna keep this short. Let me see where we at. 15 minutes. But because I'm hearing, like, if you start to, if this is something you manifest and it's something you want and been working towards, and you start to second guess it, that could be, again, from fear or a lack mentality. So just be careful with that. It may be more so, even about adding on to your manifestation. But I mean, you have to look at things in duality. So it could be about adding on or taking from. But this to me, it says expansiveness. So this to me is about growth, potential, new horizons. I keep hearing. But again, I feel like you can't just go based off of what it is that you see. In this card, the eye has the heart. I mean, the heart has the eye. This deck is Santa Muerte. Book of the Dead. Santa Muerte. Five of Cups. See, this is not even, okay, because I'm getting this energy of overthinking, anxiety, and it's crazy because usually, I wouldn't be surprised if the Nine of Swords come out, because usually that's that energy, but Five of Cups, this person's skull is a maze. So I feel like this energy of overthinking, running over shit time and time and time again, and all of the what ifs and the hows and the back and forth. If anything is going, when the whole point is for you to expand and to surrender, it's gonna put you in this energy of lack. It's gonna make you feel like there's something you need to be doing or should be doing. See, his eyes is hearts, but his mind is a maze. So that to me is conflicting. It's a conflicting type of energy. But this energy could also be room for growth as far as shadow work. You could probably you could have some control issues. Like I said, fear, codependency. So this could be like an opportunity for you to work on those things, address those things, and heal those things. This could also be this energy of something that you've been praying for finally coming in, and because it's like a too good to be true energy, or like a, maybe you're so used to having to start over. Maybe you're so used to having to um, constantly be on your toes, or constantly learning. Like okay, you like in the past you could have been attracting relationships, or I'm gonna just use relationships to keep it simple. And you think like, okay, this is the one, and it end up just being a whole bunch of learning lessons. um, so this to me is giving like, now that the real manifestation has come in, it's purging out certain things within you. You used to being the one who is ready and willing, and the other person wasn't, and now the other person is, and now you're like in this energy here. The Tower. It's just crazy because this Tower card has the same energy as that maze to me. Like a fun house. The stairs is going up ways, down ways, sideways. Like it shit just all over the place. It's crazy that this big change happens and it sends you into a spiral. It sends you into a whole spiral. That's crazy. Because you asked for this. You asked for this. You wanted this. And now that it's here, you can't make up your mind. Or your heart and your mind is not on the same page. But again, that's just showing you areas for growth. That's just showing you. I'm gonna pull from the dark mirror too. And this is why Spirit is telling you to surrender to the process. You need to surrender to the outcome. You need to surrender to the process. Because if not, this spiral is going to cause you to sabotage. Page of Pentacles in reverse. See, maybe what's causing this could be something, the way that maybe it's the way that it's starting. It's the way that it's starting that could be causing you to spiral or to be overthinking it. But it's the room for growth that makes it worth it. It's the room for expansiveness. Because it's giving me, I'm getting this energy of like planting a seed, but like it sprouts overnight type shit. But in your head, you expected a full bouquet. maybe you expected it to come in a way where you didn't have to really put no work in. You thought all of the work was in the manifesting. You didn't take into consideration the work that would have to be done once the manifestation came in. And that's not to say, the manifestation process didn't take a lot of work, but you got to take into consideration what it is that you are trying to bring into fruition. Because 9 times out of 10, it's not no small thing that you're asking for. Especially with this tower. This is something that's life changing. So, especially with this Page of Pentacles in reverse, again, this is not looking like what you expected it to look like. But it's something that's, because I'm getting like like she's putting this, I'm gonna turn it up right so you can see she's putting this coin in her purse. But with it in reverse, you thinking to self like, okay, I wanted my whole bag to be full of coins. But as long as you got that one coin in there, then your bag has what it needs. It's something solid, it's dependable. Like, are you gonna throw away this one gold piece for no pieces just because it's not a bag full of gold? Because you could take that one gold and turn it into a bag full of gold. Or you could toss that one piece and look for a full bag. But it's like, what's the chances of that? What's the chances of that? The Lovers in reverse. With this Lovers in reverse, because the Lovers upright is about a decision. But with it being in reverse, I'm feeling like if you cannot find it within yourself to make a solid choice or decision right now, then if nothing else, give it time. Give it time to play out. And give it time to reach its full potential. I think that's where the detachment and the surrender comes in at. Because even with this expansive card, all of these butterflies and elephants, butterflies don't turn into butterflies. Caterpillars don't turn into butterflies overnight. And elephants don't get that big overnight. So I think this is a process you need to give grace and time to. Let me pull up on this dark mirror deck so I can wrap it up. Wrap it up. Let's see what shadow aspects this process is kind of showing us about ourselves that we can draw some attention to. What shadow aspect should we work on? Or is this bringing to our awareness? The fuck? That's interesting. Now we got 3 cards. Let's see. Gilded regret, obsession, aka attachment, aka control, and fragmentation. So off the bat, I'm getting with this gilded regret and this obsession, you feel like if you are not controlled in the past, you were okay with going with the flow. You were okay with giving people time. You were okay with being understanding, and you were left so-called assed out. You learned from it, but overall, you may have felt like you got the short end of the stick. But so I guess maybe over time that left some residual resentment, or aka regret, and so now you feel like if you are not controlling the situation and how it's turning out and how it's happening, then you either feel like it's not for you. If you can't control it, you feel like it's not for you. And I'm laughing because I'm describing myself. But if you can't control it, then you feel like it's not for you. Or if you can't see the end process, if you can't see the end goal as soon as it starts, then you spend the whole time just going over it in your mind over and over and over and over and over again. Trying to see all of the pitfalls ahead of time, trying to see what you may have to prepare for mentally ahead of time, just trying to do all of this preparation ahead of time instead of enjoying what it is that you've manifested, enjoying the process, or again, even being patient with the process. I feel like this could also be, what could be playing into this is the rawness of it. And what I mean by that is, in the past, this is kind of like, okay, like say it's a job, right? In the past, you could be used to going to interviews or getting jobs, and they make it seem like this is the best place to work at, only to find out it's not, right? This right here is going to a job, and they tell you, like, look, they tell you all of the pitfalls up front. They tell you up front, like, look, you're gonna be tired. We may have to keep you some days. You may not like all your coworkers, but it got the pay that you wanted, the weekends off that you wanted, unlimited PTO type shit, right? If this is a relationship, you may be used to being swept off your feet. Motherfuckers coming in, promising you the world, or, feeding into your own illusions and delusions. And this person comes in and is just like, I'm not perfect. They're not trying to be perfect. They don't want you to be perfect. And it's just like, oh shit. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm going to read from this fragmentation card, and I'm going to wrap. So it says, if I were to cut off my legs, would I still be me? If I were to carve out my heart, would I still be me? If my flesh turned to stone, if my lungs were emptied of air, if my dream to fly were to be forced in chains and hung out like an expired balloon, would I still be me? I fought and lost. That's that past energy. Broken, beyond recognition, not by the shallow sight of bystanders who can pity but who can't understand. I cannot even recognize myself through the sobs, through the tears, and when silence finally comes, through the empty motions and the conventional smiles. Who did this to me? I did. Maybe, maybe not. What is broken can be mended. Not so that it returns whole, but at least until it tells his name anew, my name. And who will do that to me? I will. This is about accepting your flaws. This is about recognizing who you are after the trials and tribulations, and accepting who you are with all of your new scars, with all of your new knowledge, this is the wholeness of you. This is about accepting the wholeness of you and not just the pretty parts. And when you do that with self, then you can accept the wholeness of somebody else, or the reality of somebody or something else. Then you won't have to be so busy trying to control the outcome, control how you look, control how they look, control how it happens, control what it looks like. This is you trying to fix yourself, or protect yourself by way of control or obsession. So really what you need to be focusing on is healing, again, resentment, healing fear, regret. And by healing, I mean offering and understanding to yourself, within yourself, where these things come from, why they're still present, but also acknowledging how they are interfering in your day-to-day now. Because the reality of it is, even when you're manifesting, whether you're aware of it or not, this shadow side is manifesting as well. So your manifestation is going to have its flaws because you have your flaws. But that doesn't mean that this is not what it is that you've asked for. And that doesn't mean that this is not what it is that you needed or wanted. It's a matter of acceptance. And acceptance comes by way of surrender. All right, I'm gonna wrap it there. Surrender to the process. Love on yourself. Love on your manifestation. And just be patient. Peace.